Hey everybody. Sorry about the shaky start there. Danny and Lazuli here. How's it going? We got Ian and Michelle and Timbo tanking it easy in the chat. How's it going, everybody? If anybody wanted to come up and join the conversation, please feel free. I believe I've already pinned the link. So, today was my second day at my new job at Schwann's, and my first day, like, riding around in the truck and pretty much like actually starting work, and it was it was a good day. Met some really nice customers. Got myself a $20 tip already, and I mean it was a long day, but it was a good day. I really don't think I'm gonna mind doing this driving around for 10 hours a day delivering. I don't think I'm gonna mind it at all. Uh, I mean, it's pretty peaceful for the most part. Just get to drive around and then deliver groceries to really awesome people. So hey, not a bad gig at all. Fish Tropic, Mystery Snail Guardians, how's it going? Thank you guys for choosing me instead of the other amazing streams that are going on tonight. Um, I kind of forgot, that Tuesday night's actually pretty popping and stuff. I just kind of started, you know, doing my, felt like doing a stream. I know Terry's Tropical Tanks was streaming, and so I was like, hey, you know what? I'll start up a stream here real soon. And after I got it all set up, then I was like, oh, wait a minute. Tonight's ladies' night, and tonight is, Bentley Pasco as well. So, I mean, I don't blame you. If you want to learn about, aquatic horticulture and get, the giveaway from Bentley, go watch Bentley. If you want to talk about sex and, Shannon's dating life, then go watch Ladies Night. But we're here to just talk about, anything and everything. The chat is open. The StreamYard link is posted. So if anybody wants to come up and say hi, please do. What's up, Ricky? Aqua Zen Garden. Road lag happens. Just make sure to stop and eat and get out of. Oh yeah, road lag. Yeah, I mean, I get out of the vehicle every single time I do a delivery, so there's that. And then I have the ability to, pretty much stop whenever I need to. I have a certain amount of hours to work in a day, pretty much get 11 to 12 hours in a day that I can work. Um, but I want to try and get it done as quickly as possible, but still be efficient and make sure I get everything done right and get some more sales and things like that. What's up, Lori? How's it going? Jimmy P. Hey, hey. Who the hell watches? I sometimes watch Bentley. Sometimes. Um, yeah, driving around in a truck ain't too bad. And but like I was saying, I get to pretty much stop whenever I want, and it looks like I got to kind of pick which route I wanted. So whenever I finally get my own route going here in the next like month, it looks like I'll be doing my own route right here at my own house, pretty much. So I'll have like a half hour or whatever that I can do like a lunch break, and I can do that right here at my own house. So, just stop at the house, use the bathroom, feed myself, cuddle with my cat a little bit, look at my fish tanks, and then hop right back to work and then keep going. And I can do that pretty much every single day and just, kind of do like a, half days that just do half days twice basically. And, I don't know, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that bad at all. I'm getting paid pretty decent money and I get commission on top of it. So, I mean, it's the possibilities are awesome. Yep, 10 to 12 hours a day. Yeah. All right, Ricky. Well, thanks for popping in. Let's see, making sure I'm not missing anybody. I think road lag coming up out of a semi truck after a few hours is 10 times worse because you feel like you're gonna the flout on the ground. I'm guessing fall flat on the ground. Is what you meant to say because I have no idea what the flout is. What is up, Elon? Fish Kid 61. How's it going, man? I caught your giveaway stream a little late. I tuned in like right when the giveaway was done and couldn't even say anything to you because I mean, you don't have chat. So I found out later on like how you actually did the giveaway by having people email you and stuff. So I mean, hey, you got to do what you got to do when you're a kid. And giving away an RODI system is freaking awesome. You know the difference between rich people and poor people? Rich people value their time. Poor people don't wear watches. I've always worn a watch, even when I was poor. So that's not true. But yep, rich people do value their time. They value everything. They're like, you're gonna pay me for what I do, and that was one of the things that I had like at the pet store or whatever too. There was like one time I went in there on a day that I was off on like a Sunday and was gonna try and buy some fish myself, and my boss was there and she's just like, "You're not planning on getting fish, are you?" I'm like, "Well, I was, but now I guess I'll just get my kitty litter and go home." And like the next day she got all mad at me for like showing up and like not just getting to work or whatever and like catching fish for people. And it's just like, she's a salary worker. Was an hourly worker. So it's just like, I'm not going to work for free. I don't work for free. I have every right to go in on my day off and buy fish when I want to. Who cares if you're fucking busy? Like, it's not my fault. Um, but man, like, I'm not just gonna start catching fish for people. Hey, buddy. Um, so yeah, there's the value part. Exactly. I value my time. Like, you're not gonna get work out of me for free. You're not gonna get me to do anything just because you tell me to do it. Like, it doesn't work like that. I may not necessarily have a lot, but I do have that, rich mentality. Yeah, it's not $100,000 Rolex. Because I value my time too. I'm not gonna spend a bunch of money on a watch that's pointless. There's no point in spending $100,000 on a watch, especially because like I spent like $200 on one of those smartwatches, and like pretty much 1 year later, the battery won't last more than like 3 hours. So that's why I'm back to wearing my digital watch that charges by the sun, has every single time zone. I can just click a button. It gets its time automatically through radio towers and stuff. Like, this was the first smartwatch. This was a smartwatch before like they put like all that digital like cell phone crap into a smartwatch. Like, this has so many different functions on it, and it has worked for like a decade. I wore this in Iraq, and it came back with me. Like, this watch is like 15 years old. This watch is older than Fish Kid. And it still works. My channel does not participate in the Fish Fam giveaway. I'm just not really a Christmassy person. My family celebrates Christmas. I will be hanging out with my family on Christmas Eve and probably getting some gifts or whatever, but like I don't really participate in the whole thing. Just kind of there. Um I'm not really big on much holidays, but I don't know, Christmas is a hard time for me. I'm not really gonna get into that right now. Yeah, right? Right, Fish Kid? My watch works great. I mean, I believe I have the post or the link pinned if anybody wanted to come up and join the conversation. I was hit. What did I miss? Nobody makes anything that lasts anymore. Right. Shoot, my first smartwatch, I cheated on math tests. Oh, right, the calculator watches. Yeah, mine doesn't have a calculator on it, but does have like daylight savings time automatic and all that stuff. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Jennifer. Hey, June. Only Oscars. That's my Patreon right there. My one and only Patreon. If you want to join my Patreon too, I have a link that's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. And I believe I got a couple mods too that could potentially share that link. What's up, Dave? What's up, Steph? Got some more people rolling in. Chewy, how's it going? Great to see everybody. Oh, don't want to get it copyright. Wish I could be in 2 streams at once. Yeah, I know there's a lot of you that want to watch, Ladies Night and or Bentley. And like I said, do whatever you want to do. You don't have to watch me. I'm not very interesting. In fact, I think I lost a subscriber today. Maybe just because I started a stream up the same time as Ladies Night. I don't know. What? What are you screaming about? Sounds like R2. Yes, he is R2D2. Can you do more R2D2 noises? You want to sit on my phone and do R2D2 noises? You want to look at yourself? No? He just does it really randomly, but I've been training him to do R2D2 quite a lot. There's YouTube videos of like 2 hours of just like a little bit of like forest sounds to get, them in the mood to, learn and mimic. And then there's just R2D2 noises and all that. I am adding a funds page to my website so you can all see the plan for my America trip. I don't know if I will add the ability to donate to it. Good news, the saving for trip has begun. That's awesome, Fish Kid. That's really awesome. Is there, you could always do like a GoFundMe. You guys have GoFundMe in Australia, right? Like it's a universal website, right? Bird does tricks yet? I mean, not really tricks. Um, I'm not really training him to do tricks per se. other than just like trying to get him to talk and all that. I'm trying to get him to learn like kisses and stuff too, but he just wants to keep like pecking at my face. Type in your Patreon. You found out now. Yo, Adele. You found not found, huh? That's how I searched it. www.patreon.com/Danny Weshy. I'm just teaching him general whistles and stuff too. I whistle all the time around the house. Just lots of random stuff. And then, some of the good old things like oh, who's popping up in here? Dang it, thumb work. Oh, roundhouse. I guess I can add you in here.
Yo.
What's up?
Same old, same old. When are you gonna teach him caw, tuki, tuki?
I don't know. Probably not.
No? Okay.
Oh, watch the ceiling, buddy. Leave it to Beaver. Oh, I don't remember the Leave It to Beaver whistle.
No. Oh yeah, that is Leave It to Beaver. No, no. What was that show? What's the show with the cop? It's an old black and white show with cop.
The Andy Griffith Show?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking of. That's the whistle one.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
he'll try it. Adele.
R2, go get help. Go get help, R2.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
No, you can only say that if you put your hair up in buns.
Yeah. You spread. Well, somebody else found me, so if anybody can find me, then just share that link whenever you find me. But I mean, I don't know. I don't want to mess anything up, but I'm gonna try something here.
Oh Lord.
There we
Well, you froze yourself.
go. Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Now you unfroze.
Right. So now let me post comment. Bam.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you from you collaboration.
There we go.
Oh, Prussia.
That is directly from my cell phone. The link. Like I went to the website and just copied the link. So it should work.
So I finished 3 more states.
Oh,
Arkansas, California, and Colorado.
nice.
And that took me all day.
Oh, I got 17 people in here all of a sudden. People must be getting bored over at ladies' night.
I'm not a lady, so.
Yeah. Name that tune.
I like big butts and I cannot lie by
Yeah.
Mr. What is it, Mr. Big?
uh, Whistle Tales from the Crypt. I don't remember Tales from.
Oh, the Kill Bill song where she's walking through the hospital.
I don't think I ever saw Kill Bill. They talking betas again, or is something asking questions after ridiculous? Oh,
For some reason, every time I put two male bettas in the tank, they always fight. I don't know
what's
why.
up, Mickey? Mika, Mika, Mika. I don't know. Mika M. I can't keep up. Were you forgetting the S in Weshi? Yeah, maybe you were spelling my name wrong there, Chewy. It's common to misspell my name. Would you be interested in doing a live stream performing my fish keeping songs? No, I'm not interested in that at all. Sorry, but I don't have the ability to do that. Triple lurking, Bentley too. Way to go, Mika. I don't want to be at work right now. Well, then don't be at work right now. Jurassic Park theme song.
Yeah, no one's holding a gun to your head, making you got to stay there. Speaking of, did you hear the people in the factory in Mayfield is suing the factory?
The factory in Mayfield.
Yeah, the candle factory where all the people were collapsed and all the people were trapped. All the
Oh,
families and everything are suing the company because they forced them to stay in the building. No, they didn't.
I mean,
They said you shouldn't
technically
leave.
they didn't. Yeah, you could have left and drove in your car and been sucked up by the tornado
Yeah,
that
no
way.
shit.
You chose to go and find shelter, and I'm sorry, the shelter sucked. Like
Well, no,
my
they were
boss
working.
basically made
These
me
are
go to shelter at my job too, and that was at the pet store, and it was like there was terrible shelter. We ended up in like the laundry dog kennel room, so we're
oh
surrounded
Jesus,
by
that's
heavy metal cages and like a stacked washing machine and basically a whole bunch of dangerous ass shit.
yeah, and you do know a safe place to go is nowhere with water pipes.
Yeah.
Hot water when the water pipe breaks. Oh man, that can get you.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe there was a space in my name then, Chewy. I don't know. Motor City.
You know,
What's
I
up,
have to say,
Brian?
I got to say it. Battlestar Galactica from 2003, one of the best series ever.
Mm,
I've been doing a marathon. I've been watching it for the past like 4 days now.
nice. I just watched all three Matrix movies yesterday, getting prepared for the new one.
Mmm. I almost said which ones, the originals or the remakes, because I was thinking Batman for a second.
No, the Matrix.
Well, actually, no. Batman would be the original, the remakes, or the remake of the remakes.
Yeah.
Because there's been four series now, isn't it?
Am I going to the Triple Crown? I don't know, Chewy. I really don't know. I do get PTO. It is possible for me to potentially take, that time off because I would already have Saturday and Sunday off. So it would just be, having to take off the Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, which I could potentially make work. Um, I don't know. It's just a matter of if I, have the PTO by then, if I can take it, or if I don't even necessarily need the PTO, I can just take, you know, just any, unpaid vacation time. Um, but I haven't bought my ticket yet. I haven't, reserved a hotel or anything because I don't know. It's like, especially when I was still working at the pet store, it was, really hard to try and think too far into the future because I, was too focused on like what I was going to eat next and if I was going to eat next and trying to make sure that I didn't, spend too much money on anything else because like yeah, I was pretty darn broke. But I'm hoping this, thing with Schwann's, really like I'm hoping my life really turns around. And I felt like it already has. Like I'm not like waking up like dreading anything anymore, like dreading going to work. So hey, we'll see what this new year and Christmas and all this stuff continues to bring.
You honestly, you can't say that until after the honeymoon period of the new job.
Well, yeah, I mean, of course, but I'm just saying, like, it, things are different.
Yeah,
Metal news. I don't know metal news.
I don't know, but Fish Tropic got me wanting to go and sign off already and start downloading shit.
I think I might have just had a wait a second. Metalhead. Oh, Metalhead Chewy. Oh, it's Chewy. Okay. I didn't know what metal news was. So did wait a second, but you're still like Lunatic Fringe. Why does your channel say metal news? I saw that link, Chewy. Uh, what is it? Because it'll mess up my phone or whatever and screw up the stream if I click on it.
Dude, I already seen Ghostbusters. I got Ghostbusters already. Good as hell. I gotta do Spider Man and
Spider-Man.
what's the one you were Matrix.
Spider-Man was sold out tonight, or I would have gone to see it. But I'm gonna watch The Matrix on HBO Max because I already have some friends that have that. So I'm just gonna watch it at their house on Christmas, and then
Oh my god, I can't wait until Christmas.
I gotta watch that Spider-Man movie, man. Oh, I haven't seen it yet, but I already know like everything that happens because I'm terrible with like spoilers, and I follow a lot of different YouTube channels that review a lot of movies and video games and stuff like that. So my YouTube news feed already had spoiled enough stuff for me, so I couldn't help but click on some of the things just to figure it out and find out whether my predictions were true. And I'm really good at predicting these Marvel movies, especially the Spider-Man movies. And so pretty much everything that I thought was going to happen happened, and I'm really excited, and I got to watch it still because I still want to see how they played it all out. So
I don't know, but I liked it when the lockdowns were around
yeah,
because movies were released automatically to online, which made it that you could, you know,
yeah,
there
that
was no
was
canned
kind of
versions
nice.
of anything.
That was kind of nice, like just being able to, turn on my Xbox, go to Disney Plus, and
Yep.
catch up on all the Marvel movies without having to actually like own them or go to a movie theater. Reaching Australia. Oh, okay. One of your videos. Okay. I think I
No,
watched
I
it.
never got into the whole Resident Evil thing. I watched like the first three. They're all the same.
Yeah, I'm not really into the Resident Evil movies.
I mean, seriously, the dead people are running amok, and you running away from the dead people trying to save yourself. It's the same damn movie every single time.
I wasn't into a lot of the different video games either, but some of the new ones are pretty cool.
Oh, speaking of video games, I gotta check on that. I just found out that GOG is coming out with Armada and Armada 2.
Yeah,
Finally.
I don't know those games.
Star Trek Armada and Armada 2 from Windows like 98 days.
Nice. I'm still working on getting my computer situation figured out, and I got a plan for it
Ooh,
now. It's gonna take a little
they're
bit.
out, and it's well worth $10 a game. Because I
I
paid like 30, 40 for it when it came out.
mean, be getting my computer ready, and then I'll be playing. You ever heard of City of Heroes?
No, can't say
Oh
they
man,
have.
it's a really old game, but it's still running, and it's a 3D like MMO, and you can basically create your own superhero. You
Oh,
can
cool.
go all the way from the beginning and create your suit, and you can select all different sorts of powers and whatever you want, and you run around different cities and fight crime, and you can build guilds and all that stuff and fight crime and small factions and things like that with your buddies. And so yeah, me and my friends, we'll get on City of Heroes, and then we'll connect through Discord through voice chat, so we can just talk to each other through voice chat and run around in City of Heroes. And I also play Star Wars online. That's a fun game. Mary Page Flynn, how you doing? Great to see you. I don't think I've ever actually seen you in any of my live streams before.
Are you talking about the one from 2015? Fish Tropics? Because if so, that would just be Orion. I've never heard of Orion 3.
Later, Ricky. Florida Fish Rescue. What's up, Mike? I haven't seen you in a while, man. You want to pop up? Go ahead.
Yeah, just don't break a hip. Old people, man, they can't be hopping around like that.
3 points of contact at all times.
Oh.
So I don't know what anybody else is gonna think of this, but I'm just gonna leave it. Let me flip my camera around so people can see what I'm talking about here. There we go. So on my little fish bowl that I got here, on this piece of wood, I have an
Oh.
actual mushroom that's growing on the wood. I'm gonna leave it. In my
Uh,
eyes, that seems healthy. I don't know.
just make sure the bird don't get by it. Because
Oh well, yeah,
some birds are really finicky with mushroom spores.
yeah, I'm sure. What's up,
I think
Mike?
you should eat it and see what happens, Danny.
I was
Oh,
thinking the exact
negative.
same thing.
That's a negative.
I mean, maybe eat a little piece of it first. But
No, I'm not a mushroom guy, and
Show
this
me
one's
how deep
probably
you
not magical, so I have no point in eating it.
do what?
I said I'm not a mushroom guy, and this one's not magical, so there's absolutely no point in eating
No,
it.
Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, I guess if there's going to be no magic, then.
How do you know?
I
You
mean, you
never
don't
know.
know. That's why you have to
Because
give it
I
a
know
shot
what
and
those
find out.
look like.
I mean, shit. My buddies had mushrooms, and I'm like, I want to try it. So they gave me the bag, the rest of it in the bag, and I ate the whole damn bag and got nothing out of it. They claim. I
Having
mean,
trouble.
I didn't pay for it, so it didn't matter. But they said, yeah, that they were like geeking out the night before off of them. I was very disappointed.
Hi, Steph. Hi, Sandy. So, yeah, man, we've been busy,
Logan?
busy, freaking busy. But so that's why I haven't been around much. But as soon as we get settled, we'll be back around. We've been putting up, kind of the process videos, but that's it. And live streaming is going to be completely out for a while because I have no internet out there. Just
Yeah.
nothing. But we're supposed to be getting Starlink, but they put us off for a couple of months because I don't know, they didn't have enough silicone or something to put the satellites up or something. I don't know, something dumb.
Hey, Logan.
Just get like 150-foot tower.
Since you're saying you're ready for the duckweed or whatever, I'll create a PayPal invoice and send it to you. It's really easy. Since I have your email address, I'll send you a PayPal invoice and we'll just make it official, and then I can mail it out to you this weekend. Since I pretty much work during the hours I would be able to take it to the post office.
No, Steph, we haven't quite got it worked out yet. Chuck is going to go up with me. Wow, Tuckerberry, you all right, buddy? Chuck is going to go up with me in the next couple of days and see if we can't run copper pipe between the right angle bracket and the pump and get it running. I mean, we're getting water. It's just we're only getting like probably 2 gallons a minute. So
Chewy
that
asked you if
doesn't
you're
help.
close to Davy Lake.
Have you checked to see if any of your blades on your impeller are broke?
Yeah, well, that's what I think is the problem with the old pump. The new pump, though, they built it so that the right angle bracket doesn't fit the pump. So the small hole is at the bottom on the pump, and the big hole is at the top on the pump, and then the small hole is at the top on the right angle bracket. So they're just it's kind of like trying to put a Chevy rear end on a Ford truck. So
why would you want to do
do
that?
some modifications.
The arm bone connected to the chin bone.
Why would someone want to make their Ford less good? I don't know.
Wow. Friends don't let friends drive Fords, Rockford.
Yeah, man. First time race day.
Down on the road dead. Ford.
Hey,
Chewy, I don't
the
know
only
where
time
Davy
mine's
Lake
been
is,
found
buddy.
on the road and it wasn't dead is when the ball joint broke. And that was my fault because I didn't fix it fast enough.
Oh, I still got a touch of coffee left.
But anyway, Steph, we will definitely get it figured out. It's just a modification, and it will work beautifully. What was that, Danny?
That was not good.
Well, what was it?
That was coffee, but it had been sitting in that thermos like all day, like 13 hours.
Oh,
Right.
yummy.
Little bitty bit left. It was like cold and slight bit sour from the creamer. Oh well.
Good.
Not the first time.
And Steph, thank you again, by the way.
Iron stomach, I can eat anything.
Oh, I'll be right back. I got to put brine shrimp eggs in.
My buddy Chuck is a well guy. He's an absolute pro at fixing those things. So it'll work. It will work.
You have a dog. I have a bird.
Yeah, I have a dog licking my face currently.
I have a bird licking my face.
He has not seen me much lately, so he has decided to that he needs a lot of attention. And he is now currently standing on my chest. I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is what is happening.
Apparently, harvesting and selling fungus grown by ants and ant insects was a big thing.
I
Oh
can't
yeah,
see it right now because I'm busy getting my eyes licked. All right, bud.
Elizabeth.
I love you too, pal.
Hey, we got the whole squad here.
I'm all ruffled now. My hat's all messed up. All right, Bear.
Chewy.
Danny, you missed a really good talk yesterday by Dr. Paul Loisel. Mick
Yeah.
M was there. The reason why I said that about Davy Lake is that the Hemichroma species survived a winter chill of 10 degrees temperature, and they were the only cichlid that survived. Didn't
Wow.
affect them.
That's interesting.
It killed off the peacock bass, and it
Hey,
also killed
Chewy,
off.
your audio is really low. I can barely hear you, man.
Sorry, I can't do much about my volume.
Really? I hear him super clearly, unlike normal. Normally he's really quiet, but I hear him just fine.
I don't know. You're not coming through to me very well.
Anyhow, I'll try to raise my voice. You missed a really good topic yesterday, Danny. Dr. Paul Loisel did his thesis on the genus Hemichromis. His master thesis, like his ichthyology master thesis.
Hemichromis, that's the jewels, right?
Oh, there's so many jewel cichlids that have not been seen in the hobby, and like it was just so informative that it was a 2 hour talk
Wow.
alone. Okay. But that was one of the things that he stated. The other thing that he stated is due to the fact of another Hemichroma species being introduced in Mexico, it's the reason why 4 other fish are now endangered. Like, jewels are terrors on wheels at the best of times.
Yeah, jewels are monsters.
Oh,
Exactly.
I like my jewels.
I like
They
my
just-
jewels too, but I keep them separate. They don't go with anybody else.
Oh, they got along fine with the Manganos.
They'll get along
Mm.
fine with Mbunas to a point. I agree.
Mm.
Like Doratus and Jules have got the same kind of attitude.
Geez, Erratus are terrible.
Exactly. So yes, like
Here you go, Bob.
these hemichromis are doing terror down in Mexico, and it was put in by the tropical fish hobby. No excuse. It wasn't like Florida where we've got all of these pools and we've got lack of biosecurity. This was a hobbyist that did this.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wish I could have seen it or
Well,
heard
you
it.
were invited, man. I tried my best, you know.
Yeah, I know. I was watching videos at work,
Yeah.
watching a bunch of little training videos about safety and harassment and all that jazz.
Well, hopefully Mark will put up little bits and pieces of it on his channel. Like I know he's not going to put up the full 2 hours because it's the club, right? But he might be able to get away with certain segments of it, like he normally does. But I thought I would come up because of the fact that I wanted to tell you about, like jewel cichlids could go. This particular jewel cichlids lived in a lake with the lake temperature down at 10 degrees.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost Mike.
His internet might have popped out for a little bit.
Elizabeth said Uncle Mike's phone died. But yeah, apart from having that mushroom growing on my fishbowl, other fish news, I'm gonna have to figure out a new schedule for my lights. Cause I want to be able to enjoy my tank still. It like today totally sucked. I left my house before my fish tank even turned on, and I got home and all my fish tank lights were already turned off except for this one here in the living room. So I'm probably
You,
gonna have to switch my fish room over onto a later schedule as well, so that
you
they
want,
come on around like I don't know, like 1 in the afternoon and stay on until like 10.
why don't you just do a dual daylight cycle?
I mean, I could do that.
That's what I do. I have them on in the morning and at night for like feeding times.
Yeah, I could do that.
And I've noticed the plants seem to be doing a lot better doing it that way. I don't know why.
Hmm. Ah, yeah, that might be an interesting idea. Have them basically. Well, I don't know though, because then I can't really. If I do that and have them like come on when I first wake up in the morning when I'm working, then I can't really sleep in on the weekend. I like to sleep in. My
Well,
big lights in my bedroom will wake me up.
can't help you with that, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll just have them come on super late. Come on at like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, turn off at 10 p.m. That should work. And then I can have them on, and show people my fish room more, in the later streams. I wasn't really able to do that before. Shake, 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 shake your birdie. Shake your birdie.
But it was an interesting talk from the aspect of that river system in Mexico has got like one of the bigger Texas cichlids that the pupfish and the other fish lived with for centuries. But the other cichlid realizes that the pupfish is the algae eater and he can't kill them all. But the jewel cichlid can.
Gotta catch 'em all. Jewel cichlid.
Yeah, they're everywhere in Florida.
Yep.
They're beautiful.
There's three different species, and Bimaculatus has never been on this side of uh, the ocean. It's only
Oh,
been
wait a
on.
minute. I thought Biomeculatus was a species.
Yes, it has never been imported to the U.S. of A.
I had Bimeculatus.
Wrong identification.
Huh.
Oh, okay.
And that's from the founding director of the American Cichlid Association, who has a doctorate in cichlids.
I stayed in a Holiday Inn last night, so.
Yeah.
We're chilling at the Holiday Inn with the river and the tube, my friend.
Because we had, what was it? Bimeculatus, or I'll say false Bimeculatus.
False
Um,
Bimaculatus, yes.
Lipholeles,
Yeah.
one that starts with a G, I can't remember, and then what is it, the Exels or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of misidentification due to what has gone on in the hobby. And a lot of that has got to do with axle grease.
Well, okay, then what is the bimaculatus that they sell here?
Dr. Paul brought it up. I can't remember the name. Mick was there though.
I'm in the same exact boat, Timbo. Yeah, my tanks get plenty of ambient light during the day. That's why I kind of have them on the schedule that I have them on, because of, with the daylight hours and stuff. And especially, I intentionally have my window getting light in my fish room because my mangroves are right next to the window. So, yeah, it's like, I got to be able to enjoy my fish tanks. So I can't just enjoy them on.
So was Pasiwi Roundhouse? So was Pasiwi. You were invited off of Terry's stream.
Oh, I was busy.
Yes. Yes. So was Danny. I'm just telling you some of the highlights of a 2.5, basically almost a 2.5 hour talk, just on that genus and its relative.
Wow.
Yes.
Hmm.
With a slideshow and everything.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why I asked
I wasted my day making a file all damn day. Damn it.
Yeah.
But I'm not done yet.
Yeah.
Some of those talks are pretty darn interesting. Like I watched a 45 minutes to an oh no, it was like an hour and a half actually. Speech just about like how everything in Lake Victoria used to be haplochromous obliquidens or whatever, and then they started separating like haplochromous, and now there's like a million different genuses and partial genuses and like unnamed species and
Mhm.
but yeah, I don't know, Timbo, on how much light is too much light. It's
So
just
wait
really
a minute. I'm confused. How can a haplochromis have a baby that's not a haplochromis?
well, no, everything used to be classified as a haplochromous.
Oh, okay. I
Now
thought you meant the only thing that was
they
in the lake was.
separated the genus into multiple different genuses now, so that things are being classified.
And what's classified as Lake Malawi might not come out of that particular lake, but one of the smaller lakes around it.
Yeah.
I was getting excited, man. I wanted my daffodils to start like popping out, just anything. Hibiscus and angels and shit.
I mean, who knows? Your celestial pearl danios might pop out galaxy rasboras.
Never know. You want to know what I would like? I remember the painted glassfish from way back in the day when you were a kid?
You mean
Neon. They were tetras.
oh yeah,
The old
those were
injected painted glassfish. I want some that's not injected. Dude, those are the coolest fish. Once the dye, faded away, those were the coolest fish to ever have.
There
yeah,
is actually
X-ray tetras or something, right?
one species of jewel cichlids that actually come out of the Rift Valley that I learned yesterday too.
Oh, really?
Yep. The genus is pretty widespread in West Africa, and like there's tons that we have never seen in the hobby.
I have always wondered if the jewel cichlid and the African butterfly fish, because they're both West African, I don't know exactly what rivers they're from yet. If they ever like hung out with each other in the same rivers.
Huh.
That would be hard to say because I don't know where the African butterfly fish, but it is. But I do know that uh, the hemichromis would probably beat the hell out of it when.
Man, I don't know. I've seen African butterflies turn and take chunks out of fish.
Oh, I know, I know, I know.
And they got them like dinosaur arowana
But
jaws.
but Dr. Paul Loisel was actually expressing more. A lot of the hemichromises actually come out of lakes, not a river.
Hmm.
And those lakes, you got to look up to try to figure out where they are.
Well,
Everybody refers to West Africans as riverine cichlids, but they're not. There's
no, some of them are pond fish or lake fish.
yeah,
I know the jewels. I know the jewels are river fish.
not all,
Really?
not all.
Everyone everyone I've ever came across, they've always been a river fish.
No, this is the point. A lot of information is so far behind the times that we're calling things by common names without even getting them correct. Look at the bleaker eye, for Pete's sake. It's extinct.
It is?
Yes.
I might think of a different fish. Isn't that one that looks like an eel with the spikes?
No, I'm talking about the Paratilapia bleaker eye. The last known fish of that species died in Madagascar Research Center when they were trying to breed it to put it into the hobby.
I call BS on that though, because they said the coelacanth was extinct, yet they're still catching them.
I believe more or less what comes out of the guy who heads the project from Madagascar.
Yeah.
I mean, no. What I'm saying is, just because we think they're extinct doesn't mean they're really extinct.
I mean, you're right, but also the coelacanth is like a deep sea, like way down, huge creature that I think we recently discovered the giant squid. We haven't really known about it for that long. Like,
honestly, some of these lakes and stuff are really ass deep. What's Tanganyika, like a mile and a half deep?
Yeah. I mean, guys, I'm pretty sure
did not come out of a lake, though.
Before we even knew that giant squids actually existed.
The Paratilapia bleaker eye did not come out of the lake. It was misinformed to begin with, right at the hobby level.
Well, wait a minute. No, because don't they have like scientific journals and stuff where they find the fish? And then, like 20 years later, that's when it gets into the hobby.
Exists on that fish. It was never imported for the hobby. It never got out of the facility that was breeding it.
Bleaker eye. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure, wasn't it Danikin Aquatics that thought he had a bleaker eye, but it was mislabeled? Or
yes.
Lady Diane, hello. Great to see you, Diane.
Wouldn't it be freaky if someone in GCCA had them?
No. They were never imported.
It would be interesting if somebody claimed they had them. Then I'd love to see Chewy.
When you have an endangered fish, it has to be imported under certain laws.
Yeah, well, laws are made to be broken sometimes. I mean, I know people with illegal stuff. I know a guy that has in Illinois, snapping turtles are illegal. I know a guy that has one.
Trust the information from Dr. Loisel than your mouth.
Wait, say that again?
I mean, you can get things legally one way, like in one area, and then bring them into somewhere else that they are illegal.
Illegal. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know, wouldn't it be fun
There's
if
somebody that lives
They
here
were
in
never
Missouri that has a
imported
pet
out of
lemur.
the country, for Pete's sake.
legally,
They were never imported.
Yeah, they were
legally, yeah.
in here.
Madagascar has been under IUCN for years.
There's no way the
Endangered
fish could have gotten.
Species Act.
You can't sneak fish on an airplane.
No, if you own the plane, you could.
I can feel Chewy with his.
Hey, I'm just thinking outside the box and trying to think on the brighter side of things where the fish ain't extinct.
We're not really arguing about anything there, Diane. We're, it's just Roundhouse being Roundhouse and saying that nothing is real, everything is illusion, everything is possible.
The Earth is flat, and it's a conspiracy theory, and yeah.
Yeah.
There's
But
flat
yes,
earthers that believe in it
Madagascar was
all around
the
the globe.
first
Okay,
place.
let's test
Yeah.
Chewy. Let's really test Chewy because I know these fish existed because I saw them with my own eyes when I was a kid. My dad had them. Freshwater seahorses. And
Yes.
no, they're not pipefish. They were actually seahorses that were in freshwater.
Yeah.
Yep. Just like I've seen people have goldfish in saltwater. And
Well,
I've
no,
seen,
these are actual fresh. They're not switched. They're actual freshwater seahorses. They came from a lake in Africa somewhere.
no.
Some
Well,
high ass
that's
lake
not
up in the
totally
mountains.
fresh water, because some of those lakes, like even Lake Malawi, has got like about 7 times the amount of salt that is found in your water,
Yeah.
as in sodium.
Yeah, that's why I have no problem when I do brine
It's-
shrimp. I
it's
just dump the whole
salt.
brine shrimp thing into it.
Yeah.
I don't
Lake
even
Malawi-
I don't even separate the water.
Jeez, Jimmy. He is.
No, Roundhouse has got
Everything is an illusion.
Roundhouse got
Lake from the
Roundhouse has got
Matrix.
to be Roundhouse.
Which do you choose?
I just
The
don't
choice
like it
doesn't
when they
matter.
say something is extinct because you know damn well in like 20 years someone's gonna find it again. Probable extinct should be I think be I mean like dinosaurs, yeah, they're extinct.
No,
What's
they're
up,
not.
Jeffrey Watts?
Or I should say, well, let me rephrase that: Tyrannosaurus rexes and Triceratops and
No, but
brontosauruses and shit.
there's a sauropod that they believe is in the
Yeah,
Congo.
I mean, all those
Oh, they're
mythical
talking about that
creatures and
still?
dinosaurs and stuff are still alive. They're just in the center of the earth because the earth is hollow and
I
there's a
remember
sun on the inside.
when that story broke out of the South America. That was like in 1984 or something like that.
Jeffrey Watts was there. He can tell you that the Bimaculatus is not a species that has been shipped over to this side of the pond. He was there.
Yo, I was there, man.
I'm gonna buy a plane now. I'm gonna fly overseas and get some of these fish and bring them back.
Germany has got the Bimaculatus, according
Yeah.
to Dr.
It's not just an
Oh,
urban
well.
myth; it's a roundhouse myth.
But it was never imported.
It's not an urban myth. I'm dead serious because we had them. My dad had them. We had them for
It's there.
4 or 5 years.
There you go. I mean, hey, I'm not saying I don't believe you, but Google is. Google doesn't believe
Oh,
you.
I know. And I've been at back when I was working in pet shops, I was asking anyone that was really into fish about them.
Diane,
And
it's great.
that's when I found out they were from some high ass mountain lake.
Yeah.
I talk all about it at the beginning of the stream, Diane. If you wanna rewind back to the beginning. But if you don't, it's going great, and it's a
Hey,
lot more than ice cream. It's
I don't know,
steak,
but
breakfast
I'm
food,
expecting Danny to
better.
be coming to my house soon for the delivery because I want some ice cream and shit.
But the great thing, Diane, is I'll be my route will be North County whenever I start on my own route. So if you wanted to become a Schwann's rewards member or whatever, I would be the guy delivering to you. Just saying, because you're 5 minutes from my house. But I'll be delivering to myself, and I'll be basically able to spend my lunch breaks at my own house and relax a little bit with my fish and then get back to
There
work.
were several, weren't they, there, Jeffrey? A lot of very different colored jewels that I have never seen in my entire life.
Why aren't there pictures of these things?
There are.
See, there's lots of cichlids that we don't have here in America.
Yeah, but when you look it up, you never see pictures of any of these.
Because a lot of them are in science journals, man. And a lot of them were in Dr. Paul Loisel's talk yesterday. You lost out, Roundhouse. Sorry.
Uh,
Repeat
I was
customer.
having fun making my file.
Are you saying you're already a member with Schwann's? Well, then, hey, just keep ordering food. Because it used to be Wendy serving this area, but Wendy quit. So I'm going to take Wendy's route whenever
Hopkins, Jeffrey was there. Brian was there. Pasiwi was there. Even Kevin was there.
Like he's gonna learn anything from that.
Well, we try.
Well, we try.
And I'm not saying that in the long run. I'm saying that he would have to like watch it 3 or 4 times.
It's sort of like teaching Danny that there's cuttlefish bigger than what he thought. I've known that for a long time.
Yeah, I mean, I knew there was such thing as a giant cuttlefish. I just didn't know quite how giant it actually was.
I did a report on cuttlefish in elementary school.
But my thing was that my whole thing about cuttlefish was I had always seen them on television. Same thing with like seahorses and stuff. And on television, when you're a kid, everything just looks huge.
You've never
So-
seen a seahorse?
I have now, but like in those times, like I thought a seahorse.
okay.
In retrospect, I thought a seahorse was like this big, and
Well,
I
some
thought
of
a
them are.
cuttlefish was the size of a football.
Some
And
seahorses
all
are
of a sudden
big.
I see seahorses in person, and seahorses are like this big.
See,
And then
even
cuttlefish are like
Kevin's
this.
laughing. Even Kevin is laughing. Now, isn't that hilarious? Roundhouse, you missed a good talk, man. Something that
Yeah.
you would appreciate the level. Like the guy is actually showing you the difference in the scales of these fish.
Not yet, Jesse. I'm still working on it. I have a lot of the equipment. I still got. Well, I have my uncle's like old wave makers and stuff, and I could put them to use, but I think I want to get some better ones. Then I need another 40-gallon tank, get all the saltwater things started. And then I got to start cycling that thing for about 3 months. So it's going to be a while still until I get cuttlefish, just being honest with you. Probably about, I'm hoping by this time next year I'll have cuttlefish.
A lot of people don't realize that the cuttle bones are from cuttlefish,
That are used in birds.
birds, and snails.
Yep.
Oh, Jimmy P. Diane and I are friends.
Yo, Anthony. How are you doing,
5
Anthony?
minutes away.
And I invited Bob, but he had a family matter, so that's okay. And certain people would rather build files, I guess.
Yep. Yep. Got to get this file done.
Anthony's Fishy Friends. What's up?
So, did you ever get a cuttlefish, or are you planning on it?
I'm still planning on it. That's what I was telling Jesse. It's like, it's hopefully by this time next year, I'll have cuttlefish. But I'm still just gathering equipment and, now with my new job and stuff, like I got to get everything going with that, get myself in a new, a new cycle of, scheduling or a new schedule of, you know, maintaining my tanks. I don't know, I almost want to downsize a little bit. Not necessarily, I don't know. I got so many of these small little tanks and bowls and stuff that they're not that hard to take care of, I guess. I don't know. What am I saying? I don't want to get rid of anything.
You got to have a sealed tank, the HC Aqua.
Yeah,
They get out.
you gotta have a really heavily sealed tank to keep an octopus.
Yeah. But I mean, he does live in Hawaii, so he could just catch it and then just be like, "All right, I have an octopus," and then the next day it'll be gone, and
Yeah,
he'll be
well,
like,
have you
"Okay,
ever tried to clean
I
up a
had an
dead octopus?
Let's go catch another one."
Do you know how big the octopuses get in the Pacific Ocean?
The Pacific octopus is the world's largest octopus, and
Bingo.
it gets about the same size as I do.
Yeah.
I want one of those blue ring octopus.
They're venomous.
Yep.
Wow, he doesn't have it sealed and it stays in there. Well, then he must just take really good care of it. Or the octopus has gotten out a couple times and realizes that there's nothing else out there that's interesting, so it just goes back to the tank. What you really have to worry about is when you keep an octopus in one tank and you have several other fish tanks, because that
yeah.
octopus will just go and catch those fish and then go back to his tank, and you'll have no idea what happened. You'll just be having fish slowly disappearing.
Yeah. But at least some people don't mind cleaning octopus tanks. The worst one is moray eel tanks.
Yeah.
No, the worst tank I had to do was black tip sharks. And it was a big enough tank that we had to actually put scuba gear on and get in it.
I think
did not
cleaning the
enjoy that.
octopus tank would be fun. Because most of the
Fighting
time
it with
the
the moray
octopi they're really curious and stuff. So they'll like reach out and touch you and be like, "What are you doing, human?"
Yeah, latch onto your back. Probably seen that. Scuba diver had one latched onto his back.
Yeah. And there's another one where, if you haven't, there's like I think it was something on Netflix, but it's probably on YouTube now, where it's like My Octopus Best Friend or something like that. It's about a guy that, went back and forth to the same like location several times and became friends with an octopus. Yeah, 10 to 12 hours, yeah. It does kind of suck, but I mean, like I said, most of the time, just driving around, listening to KC95, getting my tunes on. I like driving. That's it. Driving, I mean, I hate dumb drivers, but driving in general, I enjoy because I'm by myself. I just get to sing all I want. And so I just get to enjoy my time and then pop out, say hi to some awesome people, deliver their cool groceries, make money, hop back in the car, get back to singing and driving and just doing my thing. And I mean, I'm not allowed to use my cell phone when I'm like driving, but I could probably still like, you know, tune into like the aquatic morning show and just put my phone in the passenger seat and just, lurk and drive and do my job and just tune into people's channels and kind of end up being more involved that way, like at least listening, not necessarily being involved in chat, but at least I'll be able to know what's going on with people now instead of just being left out of a lot of stuff, because I don't go back and watch old live streams. I'm keeping up with the live streams that are already still going. Sounds like a kid's book. What sounds like? The way I describe my job? Where's uh the dispenser? The
I think Chet
depot?
has gone off the rails.
The
So have you ever
the
heard of
farm
a town
depot is in
called
O'Fallon.
Ireland?
So I'd drive like a half hour to work, and then the guy that I've been training with, his zone is like South County. So we from O'Fallon, so I drive a half hour to O'Fallon, and then I get the manifest and everything, and then I hop in the truck with him, and then we drive like an hour to South County, and then start doing all the deliveries, and then drive an hour like all the way back to O'Fallon, and then I drive another half hour back home. It's a lot of
HC Aqua, what type of filter do you have on it? If it's a power filter, it might be sucking the babies up.
I think it's more a food issue.
yeah.
Yeah,
You
probably.
gotta have a lot of food available, like all
Rotifers, you got to have tons of rotifers.
baby brine shrimp.
Not for clownfish. They're too big.
Well,
Really?
for babies, would
Yeah.
brine shrimp work?
No, they're too big.
I don't remember them being babies that small.
There are tons of babies that cannot handle baby brine shrimp right off the bat. Rotifers are used in the marine hobby for clownfish.
Timbo tanking it. So you drive a semi. Okay. Yeah. Now see, driving a semi, I don't really think that I could do that. One, it's huge. And two, like, that's just a lot of like constant driving.
Thanks, Anthony, but I do know like about 5 clownfish breeders. My life is not totally on YouTube.
That would be scary.
Oh, right, 100%
Chewy
depends.
unplugged.
I almost thought about doing that, Timbo. My my step uncle owns a trucking company that does mainly local stuff, maybe as far as like, Chicago or like Kansas City.
Yeah, Mark's Aquatics has got a great series on breeding clownfish, HC Aqua. And some of the other people that could give you some advice is what's his name? Jay in Aquarium in Ontario. I know a few people at the Boston Aquarium Society that also breed clownfish. So, Steve Allen being one of them.
Yep, I get you there, Jesse. This I mean, I've been going through a lot of different stuff here recently, but we'll see. Oh, I'm up to 18 people now. Wow. Oh, and by the way, Jay Watts, I guess there's just been another delay and stuff with the shipping of those crawdads, which it's fine. Uh, feel honored. He's watching you live instead of Mark. Oh,
Exactly.
Mark.
Mark is intense, man. One of the best channels on YouTube.
What? Who's Mark?
Mark's Aquatics. He's from the UK.
Oh, yeah. Okay, Mark's.
He's bred softwater fish. He's bred marine fish. Very cool dude, too. I've talked to him.
But what I was saying though, Jay Watts is, you don't have to worry about shipping me those the self-replicating crawfish if you don't want to. I'm not worried about it. I got my white one now.
Take
I'm
care, Jesse.
fun with him. Sure, he won't replicate for me, but hey, it's all right. I just wanted to have a crawdad for real, and it would have been nice to have food for the cichlids, but I don't know what if they don't eat them, and then I just end up getting overrun. So. My name is Sam. This is my first time watching. I'm volunteer from Florida Fish Rescue. Well, hi there, Sam Diffendahl. Is this your first? I know this is your first time watching me. But I don't think I've seen you around the fish fam at all. So, welcome to all the awesomeness. I'm probably the worst channel to get tuned into at the start, but hey, well, except maybe that guy. But
I see that, Mike. Very cool.
crawfish boil on Valentine's Day. Yeah, you're right. Sounds good, Chris. First time live ever. Wow. Well, welcome, Sam. I don't be careful volunteering there with Mike. Don't let him run you too hard.
I was actually very glad that Jeffrey made that meeting. I was very glad to see him there.
Anyway, I'm gonna jet. I'll see y'all later. Have fun, y'all.
All right.
Take
Later.
care, Roundhouse.
Wait a second here. Let me do camera. Don't look at my feet.
Are you going to come up again, Mike? My voice is getting tired.
Yeah. She has a mouthful and I don't have anywhere to put her with the babies. She's like ready to release like whenever. It's not really coming through on camera, but I could see the babies in her mouth and like through the skin. She's not even that big though. Teeny tiny little thing, and she's got a mouthful of babies. I like to well, now I won't be able to do it anymore, but I liked to collect the dead snail shells from the store and just throw them into here to just one produce a little bit of buffering, but then what's up, Mike?
Hi, I'm back
Chewy
again.
just dropped off.
Where'd Chewy go?
He just left. I went to
Boink.
solo layout and then I went to add you and realized he wasn't there anymore.
What'd you do? Boot him?
I didn't boot him.
That's too bad because Sam had a question about Brooklyn Ella that Chewy might have an answer for that I don't know anything about.
Nice, Chris. Built his own stand.
I don't know how much Chewy knows about saltwater. He knows an awful lot about freshwater, but I don't know what he knows about saltwater.
I really don't know if he knows much about saltwater either. I don't
I
really know
don't think
much
I've ever
about
heard him talk about
saltwater.
it.
I know like the general idea. I've never actually done it before. I don't know all the fancy diseases and things and all that stuff involved with it.
Yeah.
Something called aptasia and bristleworms and something like that. That's
Right,
about
right.
it.
Saltwater's a whole weird other ball of weirdness. I mean, there's you have diseases that don't exist in freshwater. You've got creatures that don't exist in freshwater. You've got there's all sorts of stuff going on in saltwater that there isn't in fresh, and it's the same general thing, except it's a whole set of rules you have to learn. A whole different set of rules.
Yeah.
I succeed with fresh or with saltwater simply because I just create native environments. I do what I have here. I've got saltwater all around me, so I just copy it.
Yeah.
But
Because I'm smack dab in the middle of the country. I
yeah,
can't just go and collect sand from the ocean. No, I really wish
exactly.
I could.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
super convenient. It is super convenient.
Yep. But I mean, I do have a lot of great like rivers and stuff like that through here, so I can make some really awesome like freshwater stuff and
Right.
collecting botanicals. But yeah, no salt water.
Yeah. I don't know, and I'm weird too. Like I use salt water right off the beach a lot of the time, but sometimes I don't have time for that. Why does everybody feel the need to lick my face today?
Because it's face licking day.
So I use this Sun Naturals water softener salt in my tanks, and everybody, you mentioned that on Facebook, and the whole world implodes. But I don't use the expensive stuff. I use this Sun Naturals salt that actually comes off the same freaking beach that the Instant Reef comes off of. So I feel pretty fine about using it, and it does fine for me. But I don't know. I do it with fresh water too. Like I don't test water. I don't do pH tests and I don't test all my chemicals and all that. My nose knows, and that's how I tell if a tank is going fine or not. If it smells funny, and then it's wrong and it needs to be fixed.
Yeah, that's
So
I do it by my nose as well. What's
yeah.
up, Drew? I'm glad to see you. Uh, I I'm still thinking about you and all that stuff. We do need to talk when we get some time. I know you've been going through some stuff, and it's been a while since we've had a chat. So I wanted to be involved in your live stream yesterday, but also I ended up having to leave your live stream because it was crazy.
Hi, puppy. I have a
I do
pepper.
not have a 6-foot tank. I want a 6-foot tank to replace this one. I mean, I love this. I need a 125 at least. I really want a 180.
I still got to get the 400 set up. I have it. It's going to get set up at the new place. I just. Oh, and we just. Oh. Yeah, I forgot. So if you didn't see the last video I put up, somewhere in the middle, just for just a second, there's a video of us pulling in a 500-gallon bait tank that somebody gave us. So it's a fiberglass bait tank that's 500 freaking gallons, and it's going to get set up as a pool or something too. So I thought that was freaking cool. But
What do you mean, June? How much for a tank for? Like I don't want any money for. I already get enough money from you being a Patreon and all that stuff, and you threw me a bunch of birthday money and all that too. Like, don't worry about it. I'll be fine. Like my big thing is that I have my extra tanks are being used for quarantine right now. I have an injured cichlid that I have in one that is he's just getting healed up, healing his wounds and all that. He's eating now, which is good. But it's like that's the tank that I would throw her in to raise the babies in. And then my other tank that I have, I'm just soaking a whole bunch of driftwood in, so the water is almost as black as coffee.
I like those black tanks, though. I think they're pretty.
Yeah.
You got to get enough light on them so that you can see stuff, but I think they're pretty.
No, I mean, like I have I'll take my flashlight and put it like right on the side, and you can only see that far in.
Right. Well, okay, that might be a little more black than it.
It got so much tannins in it, just from so much driftwood, leaves, other botanicals. I throw it in there for like a day or two to get it ready, and then like I'll throw it into another tank.
Right.
Some of the driftwood has been in there for quite a while.
Yeah. I do that in our pools. I find a cool piece of wood and it just gets thrown into the pool until it sinks.
Nice.
But I mean, there's in the pools, there's so much water that you can't really turn it brown.
Yep. But then sometimes with your driftwood, you might end up with a cool mushroom growing from it. Like
that is cool.
I don't even know where the spores came from.
Right. The snail tank suddenly grew this really amazing green hair algae and it's really funny because we were just at Manatee Springs up where we're moving to, and we all saw this really cool green hair algae, and we were like, God, that is so cool. I wonder how you get that. And the next day I looked at my freaking snail tank and I've got all this green hair algae that's identical to the stuff we were looking at in the spring. So I think it's really cool. It's staying put. I'm not messing with it.
Yeah, I had some in my old beta sorority for a while. That it was like a dense, thick, like hair algae that was only about that tall. And
Yeah.
it looked like it almost looked like a moss.
Okay.
It was gorgeous.
Yeah, this stuff is like 16 inches long and it's all flowy and stuff. So.
Oh, okay.
It looks like an upside down green beard.
Oh, okay.
So, I think it's cool. I dig it. But are you leaving, Sam?
Yeah, I gotta go work in the morning.
All right, brother. I will see you. Oh, I probably won't see you until Christmas. So I probably won't see you until Christmas. I'm not going to be back until Thursday night. So
Tomorrow's Wednesday.
I know. I'm leaving tomorrow. After work, I'm going back up.
Then I just take him on Christmas or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, he needs to be freaking dewormed anyway, so it's going to take him a little bit. 24, 48 hours, something like that. 48 hours, yeah.
You know you're still on.
Oh, yeah, I am still on. Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry.
Deworm him. Deworm him.
Actually, 5 pumpkins.
Yeah. Can't give me 5.
More salt water. One salt water.
Christmas song, right?
I'm sorry, I'll mute. This conversation is going on very loud in the background.
It's okay. I don't really. I can't think of anything to say right now anyway. But yeah, I do need to get myself one of those like giant trash cans to start soaking some of this driftwood in, because having a piece of driftwood that is meant for like a 29-gallon tank and trying to soak it in like a 10-gallon tank. It's just not big enough. It doesn't work. I'm having to like keep flipping it over to try and make sure it all gets soaked in, and oh, Stan was talking for a bit.
I'm sorry, I totally forgot I was on stream. Well, I didn't forget. I just kind of like blew it off. Conversation happens, you know. It gets loud around here. I don't want to tell you.
Yeah, I mean, hey, my family's real loud.
It's just, it seems like it's always constant chaos over here. Just always.
I mean, we have this thing where we just don't stop talking, even if people try to interrupt us. So
Right.
the only way to make sure you're heard is you just talk louder than the next person. So
Yeah,
it
that
just
happens here a lot.
gets louder and louder and louder until we're just all basically screaming at each other.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. I am. Heather got a bunch of puffers for Christmas. She got a whole bunch of little pea puffers.
Nice. Pea puffer.
And a saltwater southern puffer. If you don't know what it is, you'll have to look it up. It's kind of a cool looking thing.
Which one?
It's called a southern puffer.
Oh, the southern puffer.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're interesting. They're mean little bastards, but you know, Heather and her puffers. So we still didn't get a dog face puffer, but you know, this guy will have to do for now.
I think my favorite is the porcupine puffer.
Yeah, they're cool. They are cool. I like those really gnarly looking ones. I don't know what the name of them are, but they're all brown and they look like snuffleupagus.
The
You know what I'm
hairy
talking about?
puffer.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah.
They're
Those are
weird
cool.
looking.
Yeah, those are really cool. And then there's the I also like the, what is it? Now I'm blanking on it. I think it's like a pigeon puffer or
Okay. We have Tahitian puffers that are also called, what do they call them? They call them cow puffers, I think. I don't know. Anyway, they're cool. They're all pink and purple and blue and funky looking.
the one I'm thinking of that I'm blanking on the name right now. It's like all black and has like little white or silvery spots just all over it.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds like
It's
I
a
want one.
saltwater puffer.
Yeah. Yeah, the saltwater puffers, there's a lot of them. And there's a lot of really cool different colors and shapes and sizes. And
We should have them all.
Heather says we should have them all.
Yeah. Pufferfish rule.
Hey, Pepper. What are you doing?
Yeah,
You know,
stripes puffer. Those are nice.
Yeah, the Stars and Stripes puffers are actually, you know, they're also dog face puffers. They call them, they're both. And they're cool. I like those guys.
I thought they were different.
They have the same, I don't know. They're like from the same genus or something.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know. They're very similar. The yellow dog face puffers are the ones that are super cute though. They have like little black and white spots on them and a yellow face, and
Yeah.
they look like little freaking puppy dogs. They're ridiculously cute. Not that the green spotteds aren't cute as hell too, because they are. We've got, what do we got? 7 of them now, and you know, people say you can't keep green spotted puffers together. I beg to differ. We have 7 of them, and they live with an eel and Colombian sharks and a whole bunch of black mollies, and they're all fine.
Yeah. I don't. They can be kind of aggressive and stuff like that, but I mean, I don't know. I think they do fine. And there's a 700-gallon tank at the St. Louis Aquarium that has like 50 pufferfish in it. It's like figure 8 puffers and the green spotted puffers, just like 50 of them in there.
Right.
A bunch of archer fish, some spotted scats.
Yep.
And I think there's a couple other brackish fish in there too. And they're all doing fine, and they all eat a bunch of bloodworms.
I think that's what it is. I think if you just keep them all fat and happy, they all leave each other alone.
Well, and they have to have enough space. They have to have enough space.
And they have to have enough space to move around. Like we have 8 of them, but they're in a 90-gallon tank, so they've got room to, ignore each other.
That one's 125.
That one's a 90. It is.
But they also have a cave and they have plants.
They have a cave and plants. Yeah, you know, we have got Java fern growing in brackish just fine now. Like my first try at it, it didn't work very well, but I think the lighting has made all the difference. Oh, you
Yeah.
want me to get up and like walk over there and like show stuff? All right, hold on.
Right,
All right, Pepper,
Diane?
you're gonna
Isn't that tank
have to let me
awesome?
up, sweetie.
Yeah,
Hold on.
Diane's in St. Louis too, so
All right,
she knows
all right,
the aquarium.
puppers.
And if you haven't seen it, there is a video of the Archer tank included in my my virtual tour of the St. Louis Aquarium.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't see
that's a
that. I'll
nice
have to check
fat
that out.
happy puffer.
They're so funny. They are such attention hogs. They really, all of them are just like, hey, is there a camera up here? Can we come hang out?
Yeah, and that's what I love about it too, is you walk up to the tank and all the puffers like come up to you and like, hey, you got any worms for us?
They do. They're just totally friendly like that. But so are these black
Super
mollies. The black
curious.
mollies are kind of like that too. They're like, hey, what's up? Liz, I will show them the sharks if the sharks come up, but they're way back there. See them? They're back there.
Yeah, I had a figure eight puffer for a while, and I remember like, yeah, he'd whenever I wasn't around and I could like kind of see him, he'd just be going around the tank, just like constantly looking for little snails and all that stuff. And
Right.
then I'd come around and he'd just like, ooh, what you got? Hello, how
Mhm.
you doing? And it's right up on
Yeah.
the front. It was
They are.
great.
They're super friendly. They are super friendly. I think they are the most personable fish. I mean, other than maybe flower horns, which are, you know, and Oscars, which are super personable too. But
That's the green spotted puffer, also called the leopard puffer.
yeah,
It's the ones that they sell most of the time at like, Petco's, PetSmarts,
yeah,
Pet Supplies Plus. They'll tell you that they can be freshwater, but they're actually a brackish.
yeah. They're
They do
brackish, and
better.
you know, like where we get them from, we've got a pet store around here that is really good. We've kind of stayed on them over the last couple of years, and when we first started going there, they weren't. They were just, you know, they just sell you anything. But over the last couple of years, all of their employees have gotten really well trained, and they don't. They try not to say stupid crap to customers. I think because maybe we might be in there and overhear
Yeah,
it. So the manager trains them really well, and they know what to sell and what not to sell, and they tell people all the ins and outs. And hey, that Oscar is going to be really big, and that
yep.
catfish is going to eat all your fish, and that sort of stuff too. So
Oh yeah. That it was great being able to share great knowledge with people, but yeah, I wasn't allowed to correct anybody else for their stupid information.
right, right, right. Well, I mean, that's the great thing about not being an employee, but hanging out in there long enough. You do have the right to say whatever the hell you want. And
Yep.
and a lot of the times, the employees in these places, a lot of the times will be like, they'll stand back and just go, okay, cool, good. You tell them, because I can't. I'm not allowed to tell them that they can't have that fish in a 10-gallon tank. And so they get all excited when you do it for them. So yeah,
Yep.
I try. We try. And I don't know, that particular fish store has really, really bucked up and done a good job, making sure their customers know what they're getting. There's another one down the road that we absolutely despise. We hate them. They're fish murderers. They will sell an Oscar to somebody with a 2-gallon beta tank, and then they'll sell them a beta to go with it. I mean, like, they're just the worst, and they don't care. So
I
we just don't frequent
definitely
them.
did that, man. For those that haven't heard my quitting story, let me just break it down for you. It was pretty great. So I walk into the pet store on Sunday, and I had just pretty much finished like almost a whole week of PTO, just hanging out at the house, watching YouTube, hanging out with my fish and my animals and stuff. And so I go to the pet store and I walk inside, and I'm not wearing my mask, just doing my thing, because I don't wear a mask when I'm not at work. They force me to at the pet store, but
Right.
Dearborn, all the other places, I don't care what their signs say. I'm not wearing a mask. But anyway, so I go in, I'm not wearing a mask. My assistant manager is just like, you really need to be wearing a mask. People recognize you and it just looks bad or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't wear a mask in here because I've seen plenty of other people, including you, not wearing a mask in here. So, okay, I'll wear a mask from now on or whatever. I just kind of shut my mouth for a second because I just wanted to walk around a little bit, see if there was anything that I wanted to get while I
Whoa,
still
whoa,
had.
whoa! Hold on. You've gone robot, man. You've gone robot. Your sound is coming through crazy.
It is?
Oh yeah,
You sure?
yeah.
That's just you?
I'm pretty sure.
That's weird.
No, that ain't fixed yet.
I'm not even doing anything.
Ah,
Is my audio weird, chat?
it's
Or is it just
horrifying.
mine?
It's horrifying. You're gonna reveal your underside of wires and stuff any moment. Peel your whole face off, and it's all gonna be metal.
Chat says it sounds good, so it's all you, Mike. You might
Oh,
want to
okay.
drop out because your phone's gonna die.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, it's just on my end then. I don't know. That's really strange.
But anyway, so I wanted to take a walk around the pet store and just see if they had any fish or anything else that I wanted to get while I still had my employee discount. Um, and checked it out for a little bit. Didn't really have anything I wanted. I had just bought a whole bunch of stuff just a couple days prior. So then I walked back out to my car. I grabbed my stack of uniforms and my name tag and my keys and all that stuff. I walked back inside. The cashiers aren't paying any attention to me, so I just keep walking back. I just walked straight back to the office and I set it down on the counter. One of the groomers is in there and I'm just like, see you later. And she's like, see you later. And I don't think she understood at all what I meant when I said see you later.
Right.
So by that time, my assistant manager had gone into the back to start like closing down the animals that we have there in our quarantine section and stuff. And so I kind of peeked my head in the back, and the other supervisor's there, and one of the groomers is like out back smoking a cigarette and stuff. And so I'm just like, hey, I just dropped off my uniforms, my name tag, and my keys in the office. And she like turns around real quick and she's like, excuse me? And I'm just like, yeah, Merry Christmas. I quit. And then I walked.
Nice. I assume you had this planned for a while.
Well, I really was wanting to like go in when the boss was there, the lady that I actually had a problem with, and I wanted to like yell at her and let her have it and all this different stuff. And I was gonna do that on Saturday when she was there. I was gonna quit to her. And then I just ended up getting busy on Saturday, didn't get around to it. So I was like, whatever, I'll just quit on Sunday.
Okay.
And I was just like, there's no point in making a big deal out of it. There's no point in making a scene.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fair.
whatever. So I'm just like, whatever. Merry Christmas. I quit. Leave me alone. Don't call me anymore.
Yep. Nice. So did you get a different job or?
Yeah, I started at Schwann's on Monday, and that's why I was ready to quit too. I was hoping it would work out this way, and I wasn't sure it was going to, but I'm like, please let me have this job so that I can quit at the end of my PTO, because I really don't want to have to go back to this job for like another week or anything.
Right.
Yeah, exactly, Diane. Merry Christmas. I quit.
I am a fan of that. That's a pretty good one. I've ended a few, throwing keys at people and I actually ended one running from a guy with a hammer. That's a long story.
Like,
But
I'm not an angry person. I'm not I can be a little vengeful and I can be snarky or whatever, but like I'm not a mean person. And so yeah, I wanted to do all these things, but the only person that really gave me any sort of problem was like my actual boss, the
right.
store manager. And so it's just like her not being there just made quitting
Yeah,
that much.
just took it all down a notch. Just turned it into just okay, I'm leaving.
why? What's the point? Like,
Right.
and
Right.
even if she was there and I would have yelled at her and everything, it wouldn't have made any difference. It
Might have
really
made you
wouldn't
feel
have
better though.
it might have made me feel a little bit better, but it really wouldn't have done anything.
That's true.
And it probably could have ended up, turning worse to where who knows, like maybe I get banned from the store or something. Like I
Right.
still want to be able to shop there eventually. I'm not
Right.
going to show my face for a little bit, but I'll eventually go in there and buy some crickets and stuff again. They do have a good fish selection, and
Right.
I mean, hopefully I didn't completely burn my bridges with everybody else to where like if they get some fish in that from surrendered from a customer or something and they don't want them, like maybe they'll still give me a call and be like, "Hey, you want these goldfish?"
Right. And there's also the possibility that eventually one of those people ends up in a position where they, who knows, maybe they own a fish store and you would like to partner with them or work with them. I mean, you always
Or
want to.
maybe I start my own fish store and I hire Logan or something because
Absolutely.
he knows what he's doing. But I wouldn't hire Logan anyway. I don't trust any of those people up there.
Logan right now is watching the stream going, "What? What'd you just say?"
Screw you, Logan. I can't trust you. And like, here's the thing: is I believe the only reason my boss even saw my music video of Glassbox Hero was because I told Logan to watch it. And
Okay.
Logan enjoyed it. And so he was probably like, "Hey, you should check out Danny's video." Not even
Right.
thinking about the fact that it would probably end up being bad. And yeah.
Wait,
So,
why did it end up being bad?
well, because I filmed in the store.
What the hell does she care?
So technically, we had already had a conversation about it in the past. When I actually did the filming, because I did the filming when I was on the clock, technically. But the store was dead as fuck. There's nobody in the store at all. We were like an hour from close, and I had
So that
already
didn't
like
go over
finished
well.
everything. So I just pulled my phone out for like maybe a total of 10 minutes. Maybe a total of 10 minutes. And just took a couple quick little clips just to finish the story that I was trying to portray in my Glassbox Hero music video.
Okay.
And so, yeah, she ended up seeing it, and she's just like, don't be filming on my clock. And it's like, I'm not. And then she just pops out the video, and it's like, we already talked about this like 2 months ago when I did the filming or whatever.
Right.
And it's like, it hasn't been 2 months. And anyway, she basically, after a whole conversation, ended up making me delete it. I deleted it. And then, like 10 minutes later, she comes back after talking to her boss, and her boss said that I could keep it as long as I knew not to film on the clock anymore. It's like, I already know not to film on the clock. We talked about that months ago.
Right.
So, yeah. It
All
was
right.
fun.
Well, so I kind of get the filming on the clock thing because, bosses are sticky about that kind of stuff. But but making you delete it is another thing altogether. I mean,
yeah. And see, I was sitting there like, do I delete it? Do I make it private? Do I delete it? Do I make it private? And I was gonna set it as private. And when I was gonna do it, it popped up with that little like, "Are you sure?" message. Like, "Are you sure you want to make it private? Because then the only people that can see it are you and people that have the link saved." And then
right.
hitting my head and like, she would be the type of person that would save the link just to make sure I deleted it.
Right.
And so then it's like, I have to delete it.
I gotcha.
So then I deleted it, and then she comes back around like, "Yeah, I talked to Kelly. Kelly said you can, repost the video or whatever." I'm just like, the damage is already done. I lost 457 views.
Yeah.
Luckily, it's back up to like 400 views again.
Oh, well, that's cool. That's good.
Yeah. But yeah, Diane, it was bad. It was bad, Diane. Like, real bad. When I knew that I had to work with her, like, I was gagging in my car before I was like stepping into the store. Like,
Yeah,
the
man, I
anxiety
get
was
that. I've
just
had
so
that.
bad that I was like gagging.
Yeah. I have had people I've worked with that put me in that kind of a, I mean, I don't know that gagging was the thing, but certainly in a mood before I arrived that I knew I was just going to be a bastard the entire time I was there because that person was there, you
Yeah.
know.
Yep. True
But
narcissist. A malignant narcissist.
malignant narcissists, those are the best.
Yeah.
Right.
What's up, Greg?
Out there with it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. 3G, what is up? What is up?
I'm probably only going to go for about 4 more minutes, even though I realize now I think ladies' night is probably done and people are probably popping over here. Even though I think Dr. Black is going as well, but I got to start getting ready for bed. And
Yeah, I got to work in the morning too. I got an early one.
yeah.
I finally got a job. I haven't worked for a week and a half because I've been so damn busy moving, and then now not quite moving, and harassing the landlord and not letting him evict me, and all the things you have to do in order to stay put. And I just haven't been busy. Uh-oh, Danny's gone. Uh-oh, listen, I have it now. I have the chat now. I'm sorry, Danny. I'm sorry. Sad. Sad but true. Oh, he's
That,
back. Oh, he's back. All right. Well.
all of a sudden, my screen just switched to something about something went wrong. Try again or whatever. I'm like,
I thought I had the controls for a minute there, buddy.
I don't know what happened. But I'm back. Everything's all right.
Yep, you're back. Except we're leaving.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Man, it was good seeing you again. It's actually
Yeah.
good seeing everybody again. I plan on really being back full force again soon. I can't yet. I got too much going on.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, same here. I've had a lot going on here, with the old job, getting ready for this new job and all that. And now that I'm in a job where I have a set schedule, like Monday through Friday, pretty much like 8 to 6 every day. But I'm off like on holidays and I'm off on the weekends. Like I can do I'm not sure if I'm gonna do Saturdays or Sundays. But I'm gonna pick a day and I'm gonna like set that up to be like a live stream day and have an
right.
actual time and
Yeah,
get
that's
a
a good
nice
plan.
schedule set.
If you can get in a role like that, then and have it all planned all the time, you'll stick to it, and that'll bring in that is growth right there. Just by constantly having the same time, doing the same thing, you're always going to have your loyal folks come hang out with you. And I hope to get back to that. I can't yet, and I won't be able to when we get out there either because still no freaking internet, and I'm even running off a generator right now. I don't even have electric yet, so.
Yeah. It's always good to see you, Diane. It's not the only way you see me. Well, I mean, maybe currently, but order some schwans, and I'll start delivering it to you. And then hey, we can hang out on Saturdays, Sundays, whatever.
There
But
you
yeah, I
go.
think Saturdays are pretty good days. Sundays are also like really good days, but it's a matter of finding the right time. I know there's Saturday morning cartoons, and then there's the afternoon delight with Jimmy P.
Yeah.
So maybe I'll start streaming like right after Jimmy P, or I don't know, maybe I'll do a let's see, there's on Sunday streams. Oh, there's a lot going on Sundays. Yeah, Saturday might be a better day.
Oh, Sam, it scares me when you need to show me something. Saturday would be a good day, man. I like Saturdays are always a good day, except they're busy. There's an awful lot of streams on Saturday, so you know you got to find a spot you can fit in there that you can capture an audience.
Diane, it's not you. I don't see anybody most of the time. And you don't have to pay me to have me come over. But you know, when you offer me food, it does make the decision a lot easier. I do. I live down the street.
Man, why don't you just go over there? Just walk over.
Not like literally down the street. She's a hop, skip, and then a jump. But like, yeah,
All right, well,
about five.
jog, man, jog.
Five.
What the hell, dude?
But now I gotta go to bed.
All right, well, I'll be first out because I know, like we could probably keep doing this all night for no apparent reason. So, bye. Bye,
Thanks for
everybody. See
popping
you later.
And yep, thanks everybody for tuning in and hanging out with me. Great to see everybody all the time. It's only Oscars, Diane, Michelle, Sam. Thanks for popping in here, Sam, and I hope to see you around the different live streams. And Elizabeth, Greg, I'm not sure if you're still in here, Chewy. Thanks everybody. That's for streaming. Thanks for streaming. Have a great night, everybody, and I'll see you around. Bye-bye.